people, and it's like, okay, let's play for this championship, and and then keep it on a roll. So it's kind of fun right now. Actually, to tell you the truth, it's it's tough maybe on some players not getting extra time, but we want to make sure we do balance it though. I don't want to go and throw Megan 3 games out there in the weekend. I want to try and spread it out this weekend if I can, yet with an eye to winning the championship if we can.
You've had years when you've had it wrapped up earlier and it forces maybe some tough game planning decisions. Do you like having to have your foot on the gas all the way through to the end?
Yeah, definitely. This you have to play to win, I think, in my mind, and without hurting people. But that is a decision. It's tough, but it also keeps us in that championship frame. We're here to win. We're here to win championships, and position ourselves for the postseason. I do think, though, if we do happen to stub our toe a little bit, I don't think it'll hurt our seeding too bad in the postseason.
How much have you seen the fact that you guys didn't win the championship last year motivate your team this year? Has that been something the players have used? Is that something that at times you've used?
Well, early on, it's about playing a tougher schedule and being ready for the postseason, getting ourselves better for the postseason. With that in mind, I mean, everybody plays for the postseason, or you should. And so that was first and foremost. And then as we got into conference, and now we're still in this race, it's about, okay, this is the first thing in front of us. Let's go for this championship first, and then worry about the postseason after that.
Do you remember the way last year kind of shook out and just like where you were or whatever when you heard, okay, we're not going to make this game up and this is the way the Pac-12 is going to be decided, and just kind of how weird that was?
Well, it's kind of, you don't know how the numbers go. In fact, Arizona kind of stubbed their toe a little bit down the stretch there, and so really when it first happened, I thought we didn't have a shot anyway, so it didn't matter too much. But it is tough when you can't make those games up, and you look back and you go, oh my gosh, half a game. Who's to say? We're at Utah, and Utah's a good team, and we could have lost, but not to have the opportunity makes it a little tough.
Are you surprised at all looking at the new NFCA poll to see UCLA still almost unanimously #1?
Well, no, not surprised at all. I mean, they're a very good team. If you look at their numbers, their team numbers are just through the roof. Either you're pitching, with when Garcia's out there, even Azevedo, I think is 17-0, and or 17-1 or something like that. I don't know. She's got great numbers as well, and their hitters. You got Jordan batting in the high, almost 400 and something, I think. She's up there, a lot of home runs, and so their numbers are better than ours, and so I can see why they're being selected number one. And we've been #1 before, and it doesn't mean you're going to be #1 when it comes into the championship. So the focus is to be in the top 8, so that hopefully if you win out, you get that home field advantage, because we know how important the Jane is to us. It's a tough place to come play. We've seen a lot of teams come in here, and it's tough to come here.
If Maggie were to return to her freshman form consistently, what would it be like to have 3 players that have that ace caliber stuff?
Well, definitely. I mean, you get another option. You get somebody that throws a really good rise ball, good screwball on the hands, good velocity, and she could be that kind of closing mentality kind of player. That's what we want to hope to get back out of her, is that kind of closing mentality.
Do you feel like she has made strides in that sense throughout the year?
Absolutely, absolutely. We kind of she's had some issues with some physical injuries. Her back was a bit of a problem for her, and it slowed her down off the field with strength and conditioning, and I think it hurt her velocity. So we've kind of identified that and got her back into more of a rigorous workout routine, and the velocity's starting to pick back up. So I think we kind of identified the problem. The question is there enough time right now to get her back to full strength? But obviously after seeing last weekend, could be a possibility.
You talked about at the beginning of the season beefing up your schedule to sort of prepare you for the postseason. How you guys did pretty well against this schedule. How well do you feel like you set yourself up as you get closer to the postseason now?
Well, that's a good question, man. We won't know, until we get to the end. Is it too much? Are we tired? Are we fatigued? Are we not going to play our best ball? Because obviously you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season, and that's the eye here. You got to think about it with the championship race. Are we going to kind of wear ourselves out here in the midst of that? But I don't think you can play that way. For me, it's full throttle. I got full throttle. I mean, I don't want to leave anything in the bag. If we lose the championship, then UCLA deserves that they beat us, and good luck to them. We'll go on to the next step.
You alluded to it there a little bit, but just what is the message to the team entering this final weekend with the Pac-12 on the line?
Just each game at a time, one game at a time. The game doesn't know we're in a championship race. It's going to reward the team that plays the best, and all we know is that Cal's an extremely talented team, have a lot of speed, good power, good pitching. And that's what we got to concentrate on. The rest of it, we've got to play better than Cal. That's the bottom line.
How do you feel like you guys match up?
Pretty well, I think. Obviously, 2 years ago when we were down there, we'd run rolled in the first game, then they run rolled us back. So, we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But I know Cal's extremely dangerous. UCLA had their struggles against them a little bit, but we'll have to see how we do down there.